Twisters is the new movie directed by Lee Isaac Chung, starring, let's see, Daisy Edgar Jones, Glenn Powell, who was in Top Gun Maverick, Anthony Ramos, Brandon Pera, Maria Tony, Harry Patton, and Sasha Lane, and is the long-awaited sequel to the 1996 movie Twister, which I actually just watched for the first time last week with my friend Jason Wingate and Connor Davidson at Jason's place on Paramount Plus, and I actually really did like the movie. It was a pretty cheesy 90s movie, but it was actually pretty enjoyable for what it was. The Twister, storm, tornado effects were actually pretty decent for 1996. It kind of had a really good mix of like seriousness and comedy. Of course, the cow was in the movie, which kind of like became like sort of like an icon of the movie. I also saw that there was a ride based on Twister at Universal Studios at the time during the 90s and early 2000s. Very similar to Backdraft, where you would be like shown a pre-show of like how the special effects in the movie were done, and then you're ushered into like a room where you would stand and watch like a special effects set piece unfold, just like in Backdraft. And I've actually been to the Backdraft ride at Universal Studios Osaka, and I remember watching that set piece, and then the stands would like drop like a few inches just to make the audiences jump a bit. I know there was also a Backdraft ride version at Universal Studios Hollywood, but that closed in 2009, and I went to Universal Studios Hollywood in 2010, so that was gone by the time I was there. But anyway, back to the movie. So, for a sequel to a 90s blockbuster, it was definitely a long time coming, and I actually did think it was quite decent. There were a lot of things about this movie that worked for me, and I did like the overall vibe of it. It didn't feel like, you know, your typical 2010s, 2020s blockbuster, which is like very like Nolan-esque and kind of shrouded in darkness. This one was actually surprisingly pretty upbeat and kind of uplifting as well. It had that 90s blockbuster vibe to it, which I would expect since that's what it's trying to translate from like the original Twister film. It's made by Amblin Entertainment, and Steven Spielberg was a producer on this, which is pretty cool. It's great to see that someone as old as Steven Spielberg is still going strong in the film industry. What else about this movie? The storm effects were actually really good as well. I did think that the CGI storm scenes were very convincing. It was kind of like it kind of reminded me of the storm scene from Mad Max Fury Road, which also was a very convincing CGI scene in a movie that was basically built on practical stunts. But anyway, back to Twisters. The actors were great as well. As I said, the female lead, I think the original lead actress for Twisters was someone called Helen Mir. I'm not sure if she was in this movie, maybe she was, but anyway, the lead actress was really good as well, and the direction was pretty good as well. As I said, not everything about this movie lands. I mean, some things in this movie are better than others. I mean, as I said, I think the writing could have been a little bit better, the character development could have been a little bit better, but it was decent, and you weren't really here to like know the life stories of the characters. You were here to see big tornado, twister, storm set pieces, and this movie definitely has that. It has a lot of good set pieces. There's a really cool set piece at the end, including a movie theater. I think it's funny every time I see a movie scene set in a movie theater, because you're in a movie theater looking through a screen at another movie theater. It's very meta, which is I think something that a lot of movies do for some reason. It's kind of strange, but I kind of like it. Anyway, this was definitely a worthwhile movie for me. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It was very decent, it was very watchable, and it was very entertaining. So if you're thinking about watching Twisters, I would highly recommend that you go see it. Anyway, before I end this video, I would like to give you a little update of how my short film is going, Trapped Inside. So, me and my team wrapped filming last Saturday, and The shoot went incredibly well. Everybody was enjoying themselves on this set. However, I will have to do some reshoots this coming 20th of July, because there were a few scenes that were had pretty bad lighting, and it was kind of my fault because I didn't choose the right lighting scheme. I should have my friend Jason has a bunch of lights, and I should have chosen the stronger ones and like open the blinds and let the morning light in. There's a particular scene in the movie that it just looks way too dark, so we're going to have to reshoot that entire scene. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever directed anything, so of course it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be a few problems I'm going to have to figure out how to solve, and that's what me and my friends are doing. But anyway, I had an incredible experience directing my first short film. It's felt like a very long time coming. I graduated from film school in 2018, and this is now in 2024. I'm actually directing something for the first time, so it feels like I've been long overdue to direct something coming from someone who's very passionate about film. So I'm very happy to show it to you when I'm finished, and I'll definitely keep you updated on how the film is going. But anyway, thank you for watching my review of Twisters. Thank you so much for continuing to watching my channel. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.